So how does it feel to have the film be the opening night selection for the Garden State Film Festival?
It's wicked. Yeah, we're psyched.
Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah, it's really great. It's great. This is a big theater. I love this. It's so fun. It's such an event.
I'm from New York, but Jersey people, I mean, the people here are just like, they're so pumped. They're so animated. They're so excited. So I think this is a great crowd.
So, Michael, let me ask you first. A lot of coming-of-age films, they really romanticize the past. What was more important to you here? Was it about making the 80s feel fun or making the adolescents feel painfully accurate?
Yeah, we tried to keep it as accurate as we could, and we tried to make it as real as we could. And, the 80s was a long time ago, but we remembered it. And being an adolescent, it's fun to look back and remember that it was a great time, but it wasn't. Being an adolescent isn't always the funnest thing to be.
And Susan, so this is based on true stories from your high school years. When you turn teenage memory into a screenplay, how do you decide what stays, painfully honest or what gets funnier in the retelling?
That's a good question. I mean, the basic plot of the story we had to keep. And then we interviewed tons of my friends from high school, and we got the funniest stories, the ones that we liked the most, that kind of also fit into who the characters were, and that's what we wanted to include. So, the painfully honest stuff about Julie and coming of age and getting with a boy and first love, that had to be there. But all the funny stories that happened that we wanted to add.
So myself being a New Yorker as well, for both of you, what parts of 1980s NYC were you excited to see back on the screen?
Well, we had to film it, so being excited about it was trying to figure out how to shoot it on a decent budget, but not a great budget. But we had to recreate Times Square in 1984, and I think we did a pretty good job. We did it up in Syracuse. I experimented with a lot of things. It was exciting to shoot it when we were up there, and doing the disco stuff was great. Everything we did, we tried to recreate that feeling of being out when you were, because back then they didn't card everywhere, especially for girls. So these girls could get into places and live a whole life that kids today couldn't do. So we tried to recreate that feeling about it.
For me, the club scene, because that's what we did. We used to sneak into the city. We would say we were sleeping at a friend's house, sneak into the city, and then catch the last train. And I don't know, just being there when we were filming it, and the music, it was the same music from the 80s. I loved reliving that.
And what's something that you hope people take away from the film after they watch it?
I just hope they walk away smiling, feeling nostalgic for the 80s and for their life in high school.
Yeah, I think that, and I hope they feel like they've seen a kind of movie that they haven't seen for a while, because we tried to make it like a movie that was from the 80s, something that somebody dug up from their backyard and found and stuck in, and it's like, oh, they made this movie, how come I didn't know about it? So I hope they feel like they found something like that, and it's sort of an emotional journey that they wouldn't have so much today with teenagers.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the festival.